America is suffering its major flood disaster. These first and complete pictures, made by Universal cameramen at the risk of their lives, show the devastation of the flood. The catastrophe that struck at Pittsburgh has caused unbelievable damage. $25 million damage here alone, $100 million in Pennsylvania. 35 are dead here, with nothing known of hundreds missing. Disaster followed on the heels of disaster. Fires broke out, with firemen helpless. For a time, a major conflagration threatened. The city is isolated, railroads paralyzed. No food is reaching Pittsburgh. A fortunate drop in temperature checked further thaws that might have fed swollen streams. But it was 2 days before the water started to subside. Typhoid now threatens from polluted water, famine and disease. Troops called in to prevent people from returning to their homes. Pittsburgh, a city of desolation. Historic Johnstown is the hardest hit of all. The waters are rising rapidly. Rumors fly that the huge dam is going out. The word comes, tens of thousands are fleeing in terror. They have horrible memories of the last great catastrophe. Their only refuge is the hills. Fortunately, the rumor was false, and a few hours later they trickled back to the lowlands, reassured that temporarily at least the huge dam will hold in check the billions of gallons of water. The floodwaters are slowly subsiding, but the swollen, angry rivers give a vivid picture of the terrific force that swept everything before it in the Holocaust. 30,000 are homeless here in Johnstown. No one knows how many dead, and property loss is figured to be in excess of $10 million. In every way, it is a greater disaster than the historic flood of 1889, except that the loss of life will never compare with the 2,300 lost in that huge catastrophe. There's where the water reached in the first flood, and the 14 feet now came close to that depth. Wrecked homes, smashed property. The residential section of the city is but a skeleton of the once beautiful city of 66,000 inhabitants, a city that rose from the ruins of the first flood. Military law and a strict 9 p.m. curfew for 30 days has been clamped down on the devastated city. Half the population of Johnstown is homeless, according to Red Cross estimates. The relief agency has established 15 temporary shelters to house some of these, but thousands of terror-stricken inhabitants stay huddled upon the hillside, afraid to re-enter the city. 2,000 National Guardsmen patrol the streets, protecting the 10,000 refugees who straggled back to seek homes or find missing relatives. The desolation is even more vivid when seen from the air. Debris caught in huge piles, angry, muddy waters blanketing the countryside as far as the eye can see. Johnstown was more fortunate than Pittsburgh in that no fires broke out. The city's fire water mains were broken, and every precaution was taken against any flames breaking out. The city was plunged into darkness early in the flood. A desperate plea for help has been made by the Red Cross. Emergency food and medical supplies have reached the town, but not enough. Everywhere it's flood, fire, famine, and disease. Headlines scream horror not equaled by war.